What's up, everybody? It's me, DJ the Cat, the voice actor of Flame the Dragon Hog. And, well, guys, today I just want to sit down and talk to you about some things, guys. Especially when it comes to TV. Now, I know there are some people out there who see a lot of TV shows and be like, oh, wow, this is really cool. And then there's me. I barely watch TV, but I do remember some shows. But that also got me thinking. I'm pretty sure there might be some people out there who what shows came on but people have watched but many people don't remember them. So, guys, in this special video, I'm going to be counting down some of my top 10 favorite shows that I have seen, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys might not remember that have aired. So, yeah. And guys, I know what you guys are probably going to say. This is sort of like Flames Rants, but it is. But, I don't know what to call it. What do you guys think? What should I call it? Oh, and also, let me know in the comments down below if you guys have seen any of these shows that's on this list. Okay? Just let me know in the comments if you guys have seen any of these shows. Because I guarantee you, half of these shows you guys might remember, and another one of them you might not remember. But anyway, so without further ado, let's begin. Alright, so, I'm a little bit nervous, guys, because this is going to bring back a lot of my childhood memories. Okay, well, take a deep breath, and let's do this. Alright, so, the first TV show we have here on the list is Making Fiends. Now, for those of you guys who do not remember this show was definitely really, really weird. It's about a young girl by the name of Vendetta. It's about a young girl by the name of Vendetta who wants to rule the town of her little town called Clamberg. It's just very, very horrible. And so what she did was she created monsters, otherwise known as fiends. And she just kept the whole town terrified. Because everyone was worried that her fiends might eat them. And half of them, they did. Many people were lost on those days. So they just let Vendetta rule, told them what to do and everything. It was just really bad. And she ruled that town with an iron fist. That is, until one day, a little blue girl came. Her name was Charlotte. And she wasn't scared of any of the fiends. She wasn't scared. In fact, she wanted to make friends. She wanted to make friends with Vendetta. But, you know, Vendetta, since she was so evil, she decided to use her fiends to try and destroy Charlotte. Because out of everybody in town, she's the only one who doesn't let Vendetta's fiends get to her. She's the only one who doesn't. And of course, she does try really, really hard, Vendetta, but she fails miserably. So, yeah, guys, this show was definitely really interesting, and the characters is a little bit interesting too, like Vendetta, for example. Like, we have this evil little girl who creates monsters, and not only that, but she also takes over her whole entire little town. I mean, come on. And plus, you know, that is really, really creative. And then there's this other girl by the name of Charlotte who looks past all the bad stuff and just wants to be happy and make friends. Oh my gosh. Oh, and by the way, guys, I forgot to tell you this, but Vendetta, she is so evil. Do you know what she did? She practically shrank her parents because she knew that her parents was going to object to it. So she shrank her parents and put them in a cage and now she treats them like pets. Oh my gosh, it's just horrible. But yeah, those of you guys who do remember this show, good for you. But for those of you guys who don't remember this show, well, now you do know, okay? Now you do know. Anyway, the next show we have here on this list is, I'm pretty sure lots of people might remember it from Nickelodeon, but I'm pretty sure most people might not remember it, but here you go. It is El Tigre, The Adventures of Manny Rivera. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys might remember this show. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys might not. And besides, I'm pretty sure this show definitely drew out the Mexican audience. I'm pretty sure of that. Anyway, for those of you guys who don't know what the heck this show is about, it's about a young boy by the name of Manny Rivera who was gifted with amazing powers. You see his belt? When he twirls the belt buckle, he immediately turns into El Tigre, a tiger-themed superhero. But here's the thing. He doesn't really know whether or not to be a superhero or a supervillain. Because you see, his father, the famous White Pantera, he was a famous hero. And then there's his grandfather, the infamous Puma Loco. He was a supervillain. So basically what they did was they tried really hard to teach Manny about the ways of both evil and good. But he still doesn't know which path to take. He still doesn't know which path to take, though. But anyway, throughout these whole shows, you see Manny facing off against many different types of villains. Sometimes heroes that turn bad, and lots of others. It's just really crazy. I mean, it's just really funny. And with a little help from his family, and of course his friend Frida, they work together to face off against the spicy cesspool of crime and villainy, otherwise known as Miracle City. Because I guarantee you guys might not remember this show, but I sure do. It is an awesome show. Matter of fact, guys, I'm thinking about bringing Manny onto the channel one of these days. I might. Who knows? I might. I might not. Who knows? But I might. I just don't know yet. I don't know yet. But anyway, yeah. For those of you guys who do remember this show, good for you. But for those of you guys who don't remember this show, yeah, now you guys know about it. It's really, really good. I loved watching this show growing up. It is amazing. Okay, anyway, what else do we got here? Oh yeah, who could forget about the G1 style Transformers? Now, guys, we all know about Transformers. They're aliens that come from the planet Cybertron who took refuge on Earth to face off against their enemies known as the Decepticons. But, guys, let me just tell you this. The G1 style Transformers, they're like the OG. Like, if it wasn't for these guys, all these other Transformers shows that air today, they wouldn't be around. Like Transformers Prime, Transformers Robots in Disguise, and all those others. Because, guys, if it wasn't for these guys right here, all these other Transformers wouldn't be around. Oh, and it's about time that they finally indulge, well, not, I can't get it out, include female Autobots. Like, guys, I get it. Transformers, they're mainly sort of a guy thing. I get it. They're mainly like a guy thing. But as soon as they brought in female Autobots, I was like, okay, so I guess now Transformers is for everybody. Guys and girls. I mean, I'm not going to lie, guys. I've never been biased. I mean, there really is no such thing as a guy thing or a girl thing. I explained this before as Flame in another video before. Because, guys, here's the thing. There really is no such thing as a guy thing or a girl thing. There really isn't. I mean, think about it. Guys could like girl things and girls can like guy things. I mean, just really think about it. But anyway, back to this. Yeah, the G1 Transformers, they're really awesome and stuff. And plus, not to mention, I really do miss I really do miss the one thing that Transformers don't have that they did have. Transformers that can combine. I mean, come on, guys. Who remembers all those Transformers who can combine into a giant Transformer? I mean, they don't have those anymore. I mean, sure they did. I mean, sure they did have it in the live action movies. They did have it in the live action movie when the Constructicons formed Devastator, and then there was that other one in the Last Night, and lots of other Transformer movies. I can't remember, but guys, come on, just really think about it. All those combinations wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for these guys anyway. I mean, come on, guys. We definitely got to give props to the G1 Transformers out there. We really do. We really do. And it was really cool to bring back some old friends from the G1 series, like, say, Sideswipe, Jazz, Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, Iron-Eyed, Ratchet, and, of course, who could forget about the Decepticons and lots of others? I mean, come on. They brought back a lot of our old friends, gave them a little bit of an upgrade, and then, boom, they became stars again. It was definitely really good. And not to mention introducing lots of new friends, too. But, anyway, yeah, props to the creators of the G1 Transformers, because you guys are just amazing. And like I said, if it wasn't for you guys, none of the other Transformer themed stuff that we have today. I'm sorry, guys. I'm tearing up a little bit. I mean, come on, think about it. The people who created the G1 Transformers, the Generation 1 Transformers, they're just amazing. And like I said, props to you people. And may they rest in peace. Because honestly, I don't know if the original creators died or not. I don't know if they did, but anyway, before I start completely crying, let's continue on with the next show that most people might remember, but not. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so next up we have is Disney's House of Mouse. Now, I know I mentioned the House of Mouse many different times on the channel as Flame. Now, for those of you guys who don't remember what the heck the House of Mouse is, it's an old show that came on like Disney Toons, or Toon Disney, as what it was called back then. Way back in the past, it was called Toon Disney. But anyway, for those of you guys who don't know what the heck the House of Mouse is, the House of Mouse is basically a cartoon-themed club. It's a cartoon club run by Mickey Mouse and his friends, where all sorts of Disney characters come in, especially both heroes and villains. Like, say, we got Winnie the Pooh, we got some of the Disney princesses, a lot of the villains, and all sorts of other things, and all sorts of other characters. It's just amazing. But anyway, that place is just so amazing. It's a place where Disney characters can just sit back and relax after a long day of filming movies and TV shows and all that other stuff. And they can just sit back, relax, and chill out. And sit back and watch amazing cartoons starring Mickey and his friends. And it's just amazing. And even outside the screen, outside the cartoons, they often do have a little bit of problems. Like whether it's Pete trying to shut down the House of Mouse, or whether it's a evil villain up to his evil schemes and all that other stuff. Or my all-time favorite problem, Mortimer always trying to ruin Mickey's life. Or that. Or trying to get with Minnie. I mean, you'll see that a lot on the House of Mouse, guys. You'll see that on a lot of episodes of the House of Mouse. You know, Minnie and Mortimer always, fighting. And same thing with Mickey and Mortimer. And not to mention, you'll be seeing a lot of Mickey-Minnie moments in this. I mean, sure, guys, I'm going to flat out say this. Mickey and Minnie, they are the most lovable couple in this show. And they're not afraid to hide it. They're not afraid to hide it. I mean, guys, I could just count down all the Mickey-Minnie moments that I've seen in this show right now. But it's too long of a list, so I'm just gonna, not do it. It's a long list, so I'm just gonna not do it, okay? I mean, but the bottom line is, House of Mouse has definitely got to be one of the best Disney Mickey Mouse shows ever. I mean, it's got to be one of the best. Well, that and Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Mickey and the Roadster Racers, and not to mention the Mickey Mouse cartoons that played back in the day. Not the black and white ones, the other ones. And then there's also Mickey Mouse themed movies, and of course we can't forget about the Mickey Mouse shorts that we have today. Because I guarantee you, guys, this show right here may not be airing on the TV, but it's definitely one of the best. It was definitely one of the best. And it is like a major crossover. I mean, just Disney characters meeting Disney characters and all that other stuff. It's just amazing. But anyway, guys, let's move on to the next one, because like I said, if I just keep on talking about the House of Mouse, guys, I'm just gonna lose it, because I just love this show so much. I just love this show. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so next up we have is American Dragon Jake Long. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys might not remember this show. It came on Disney as well. It came on Disney as well. It's really awesome, really. I mean, and plus, not to mention, guys, I'm pretty sure if you guys listen closely, you'll recognize a voice. You'll recognize a voice that many of you guys may have heard on a certain Nickelodeon show about a young boy who learns 4 different elements. But anyway, back to the show. American Dragon Jake Long is about a young man by the name of Jake Long, who is gifted with amazing powers to transform into a dragon. And using his dragon abilities, he protects his city of New York against evil creatures, and protects them as well. I mean, it's just amazing. But he does have a lot to learn. To be the Amdrask of New York. For those of you guys who don't know what the heck an Amdrask is, it's basically a guardian. And where did he get these powers, you may ask? Well, he pretty much got them from his mom. Because believe it or not, his mom was once the Amdrask, but not anymore. She now passed those powers on to her son. And her daughter as well. But her daughter doesn't really show her dragon form as much. It would be kind of cool though, but yeah. But anyway, back to this. Jake, he actually does learn a lot when it comes to his dragon powers, thanks to his grandfather and of course his talking dog, Boodog. And not only that, but he also made a lot of friends, a lot of enemies, and of course, he also simps for this one girl that he tries really hard to get, but turns out she's actually a ninja for one of the enemies. It's just really bad. But he still simped for her. Really, really crazy, I know. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Back in the beginning, guys, like I said before, you'll recognize a voice here. Okay, guys, I might as well tell you what the heck it is. The voice actor of Prince Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender, voiced Jake. Yeah, I bet you guys didn't know that. You can definitely hear it in the voice, obviously. You can definitely hear it in the voice. Especially when Jake says dragon up. You can definitely hear that. But anyway... Oh, I almost forgot to mention this, guys. Later on in the later seasons of American Dragon Jake Long, I'm not gonna lie, I hated it. Reason why was because, look, in the beginning, like the earlier seasons of American Dragon Jake Long, it was awesome. I liked them. Because, Jake transformed into like this big, beefy dragon, right? But later on in the series, like in the late seasons, he turned into like this real skinny dragon. I mean, why the world would they do that? Why would they do that? I was so mad when they did that. I was so mad. I mean, why would you go from a big old beefy dragon to this toothpick of a dragon? I mean, come on. Again, I have no idea what the world the creators were thinking of when they did that. I don't know what the heck they were thinking about when they did that, but regardless, on Jake's design, in either one of those seasons, I'm not gonna lie, the show was still awesome. The show was still awesome, regardless that Jake went from this big beefy dragon to this skinny toothpick of a dragon. It was still awesome, okay? It was still awesome. I enjoyed it. I just didn't pay any attention to Jake's design. I'm sorry. I just didn't pay any attention to it. But again, I was really mad at the fact that they switched up his design for the dragon, but the show was still awesome regardless. Okay, now that I got that off my chest, let's keep the ball rolling with the next show. Okay, guys, so here's another Disney show I bet a lot of people, I guarantee you, many people may have forgotten about this show. I'm talking about Disney's Recess. I mean, come on, who could forget about this show? I mean, it was definitely awesome at its time, but most people might not remember this show. I mean, to tell you the truth, I somewhat forgot about it. I mean, this is just one of the many Disney shows that most people really forgotten about. I mean, I'm pretty sure lots of people really have forgotten about this show. I mean, it wasn't really as interesting and stuff. I mean, it's not as action-packed as American Dragon Jake Long was, or how awesome it was from El Tigre and all that other stuff. But it was still a good show. I mean, a group of 6 friends just going out and doing all sorts of crazy stuff in their schoolyard and all the other stuff. It's pretty interesting, I guess. I mean, guys, I could just imagine them meeting, like, the characters from the Magic School Bus. I guarantee you that these guys and the characters from the Magic School Bus would definitely get along just fine. It would be really crazy. But anyway, so yeah, but at least these guys did make a comeback in the show Lilo and Stitch, the series, when they did a crossover. When they did a crossover with Lilo. That was definitely really good. I'm not gonna lie. That was definitely really good. And it definitely did bring back the characters, the forgotten characters. I mean, come on, guys. But for those of you guys who do remember this show, yeah, good for you. Keep it alive, guys. Keep it alive. Because I guarantee you lots of people really have forgotten about this show. Badly. But, hey, who could forget? But hey, this show was definitely on the top list that, you know, most people seem to have forgotten a lot. I mean, it is a forgotten show. Most people don't really remember it. I mean, what is there to remember? I mean, think about Recess and what amazing things have they actually done? I mean, think about it. Besides the crossover from Lilo and Stitch, the show itself, think about what exciting things have they done. Exactly. You guys can't think of any. I mean, hello? But anyway, let's just keep the ball rolling with the next show. Alright, now here's a show I bet you guys really don't remember. It came on Nicktoons years ago. It was amazing. I really loved this show. It was called Kappa Mikey. I mean, come on. Who doesn't remember this show? I mean, it's really awesome. Anyway, for those of you guys who don't know about this show, Kappa Mikey is about a Japanese show by the name of Lily Moo, who actually was needing a new character. So they sent out these interview cards all around the world. And it just so happens that a young man by the name of Mikey, who lived in the US, aka America, he got these cards and he ended up winning. It was awesome. So he took a trip over to Japan and he starred in Lily Moo. That's where he met his new friends / co-stars. His best friend by the name of Gonard, he's the guy in the blue hair back there. He's a bit of an idiot at times, but he does love him some eating. and doing all sorts of crazy mess. It's really funny. The girl, the blue-haired girl next to him, that's Mitsuki. She pretty much has a crush on him. She pretty much has a crush on Mikey, but she always gets ignored. Ugh. The blonde chick over there, that's Lily. That's a girl that Mikey does have a crush on, but unfortunately, she doesn't like him. She doesn't like him at all. In fact, she is somewhat mean to him a whole lot. She's somewhat mean to him a whole lot. I mean, it's just bad, really bad. And down there, that little guy who kind of looks like a purple Pikachu, that's Guano. There's not much to say about him. There's really not much to say about him. Ugh. And over here, these two guys over there, the distinguished guys, that is their manager. That's their manager. Sorry. That's their manager and his yes man. I forgot the manager's name, but the yes man, yeah, it's definitely really weird. But anyway, yeah, Kappa Mikey was a really, really great show. God, I really wish they brought it back. God, I really wish they brought it back. It was an awesome show. It was awesome. It was a really, really great show. And plus, not to mention, guys, you'll see a lot of references to many, many different Japanese-themed shows from anime and all sorts of other things. You'll see lots of references in here. But anyway, the whole point of this show is just these five friends just going around the city of Tokyo, or Japan, whichever one, and they do all sorts of crazy things. They do all sorts of crazy things. It's just too funny. It's just too funny. But the one thing I really, really regret about this show was Mikey not showing Mitsuki how much he likes her back. Because he only sees her as a friend. Mitsuki sees him as a boyfriend and lots of other things. So, yeah, I honestly don't know if those guys are ever going to get together. I really don't know, guys, so I'm sorry. Okay, well, anyway, yeah, I bet you guys really, really don't remember this show. But for those of you guys who do, good for you. But for those of you guys who don't, you guys really do need to at least go on YouTube and watch a clip from this show. It's quite awesome. It's quite awesome. It's pretty cool. Anyway, moving on to the next show. Okay, now, let's talk about this show, guys. NFL Rush Zone. Now, guys, for those of you guys who do not remember this show, because I guarantee you a lot of you guys don't remember it, NFL Rush Zone is about a group of friends who team up with very, very famous NFL football players and their mascots to fight evil. Yes, you heard me, guys. To fight evil. And to do that, these kids, they receive these amazing, like, morphers, and they turn into these amazing football-themed superheroes. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. This is almost like a rip-off version of Power Rangers in a way. It's almost like Power Rangers. It's pretty crazy, but awesome at the same time. I mean, come on. It's just too awesome. It's just too awesome. I mean, I loved it. I loved the show. And like I said before, they teamed up with famous NFL football players. Yes, you heard me. Football players. I'm talking about like Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski, and lots of others. I mean, come on, guys. Just really think about it. It's not every day where you get to see your favorite NFL football player out here. It's not every day. It is not every day. I mean, come on. And plus, not to mention, seeing them in a predicament like this, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty crazy. But anyway, yeah, Rush Zone is definitely a really interesting show. I'm not gonna lie, because like I said, it's like a little thing of Power Rangers. It's almost like Power Rangers in a way. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Power Rangers is definitely awesome and stuff, but these guys, I don't really know about these guys. I mean, they are pretty cool and all, but yeah, that's all pretty much I could say about this. That's all I can. That's all I could say about this, guys. Because yeah, there's not much to say about this. Because like I said before, all they did was team up with NFL football players facing off against evil and all this other stuff. That's, well, pretty much it. And anyway, let's keep the ball rolling with the next show. Oh man, now this show definitely takes me back. Way, way back. Guys, I'm talking about the show that came on Nicktoons years ago, but I'm pretty sure lots of you guys do not remember this. Guys, the funny thing is, I remember this show when I was 5. You heard me, 5. But anyway, it's the show otherwise known as Martin Mystery. It's a really, really good show. Now, for those of you guys who don't know what the heck Martin Mystery is, Martin Mystery is about a young man by the name of Martin Mystery who teams up with his sister, Diana, and their caveman friend. Yes, he's a caveman. His name is Java. And they team up to face off against evil creatures who are wreaking havoc on the world. It's just really funny and crazy at the same time, and it's just really interesting. It's just really interesting because you see, Martin, Java, and Diana, they work for this secret organization run by both humans and monsters. So they face off against these evil creatures and bring them to justice. It's really interesting, really. Anyway, guys, about this show, it's like a mixture of Scooby-Doo and this other show that's going to be coming up after this. It's the last one. But anyway, yeah, Martin Mystery was definitely really, really good. God, I wish they brought it back as a reboot. Guys, you gotta let the creators know to bring Martin Mystery back as a reboot. They need to bring it back. They really do need to bring it back. In fact, most of these shows on here, they really do need to come back on here for a reboot. Guys, put down in the comments down below, these shows that I just named, put them down and let me know if you guys think they deserve a reboot. Just let me know if you guys think they deserve a reboot, because I'm pretty sure a lot of these shows in here, they definitely deserve a reboot. They definitely do. But anyway, back to Martin Mystery. It's a really good show. Bottom line is, it's just awesome. It's just awesome. Like, I remember this one episode where Diana, Java, and Martin, they went into this dream world to face off against the Sandman, who makes people face off against their fears. He turns their dreams into a worst nightmare. That one was really bad. And then there was this one episode where Java, Diana, and Martin traveled to this town that was taken over by these evil slime monsters who made copies of the citizens and all this other crap. It was just crazy. Whew. I still can't believe I remember this stuff when I was 5. And this show didn't air till I was 5 or 6. I can't remember. But this show is definitely awesome. Okay, guys? And you guys really do need to go back and check this out. It's just awesome. Okay. Guys, we're down to the last show that I think most of you guys might not remember, but I guarantee you guys might remember them. Okay? You guys might remember them. But anyway, like I said before, Martin Mystery is like a mix of Scooby-Doo and this show. Totally Spies. Ha! Yes, that's right, guys. I'm talking about Totally Spies. The sort of rip-off version of Charlie's Angels. I'm sorry, I told myself I wasn't going to make that joke, but too late, I already did. But anyway, guys, you cannot deny the fact that Totally Spies is sort of like Charlie's Angels. You guys can't deny that. Anyway, we're talking about 3 girls. 3 girls who team up to face off against evil villains throughout the world. And they belong to this organization. I mean, come on, guys. You guys cannot deny the fact that these guys, well, girls, they're sort of like Charlie's Angels. It's just too funny. Oh my gosh. You guys cannot deny the fact that this is sort of like Charlie's Angels. You guys can't deny it. I mean, come on, think about it. Come on, 3 girls teaming up to save the world from evil, and not to mention they use all sorts of weird gadgets and stuff. I mean, come on. Just really think about it. Come on. Whew. Okay, but anyway, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Totally Spies is definitely really awesome. And guys, to tell you the truth, I have a little bit of a crush on Alex. I mean, come on, guys. Who wouldn't have a crush on Alex? I mean, she's just amazing, and she's everything that everybody wants in a leader. And for those of you guys who don't know who Alex is the one in the green. I mean, who doesn't have a crush on her already? Okay, need to calm down. Need to calm down. Anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. But, guys, the bottom line of this video is you guys can definitely see how much TV has evolved over the years. And plus, not to mention, it's hard to say goodbye to some of your favorite shows. Like, after when they aired, the least they could do was show, like, reruns and stuff. Like, for example, the old school version of SpongeBob and lots of others and stuff. I mean, or at least bring them back as a reboot or something, I guess. I don't know. But, again, guys, I'm not gonna lie. These TV shows that I just named right here, they all had a big impact in my life. They all did. Because not only were they awesome, but they also taught me so much. And they also entertained me with all sorts of action and all sorts of stuff. So, guys, take the time out to fully thank the people who created these shows and thank the shows themselves for not only entering our lives, but for also entertaining us when we needed something to watch. And not only that, but just have a big impact in our lives. And sure, most of these shows are like rip-offs of each other or lots of other things, but you guys do have to admit, all these shows right here, they really did have a big impact in all of our lives. And hopefully these shows might make a comeback, whether it be in a movie or whether it be in like a reboot of a TV show or a book or something. So, guys, just take the time out to really pay these shows some respect. Let's have a moment of silence to remember all these shows. Okay, moment's over. Anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little video. And if you did, please leave a like and comment down below. And also, let me know in the comments down below if you guys actually do remember any of these shows. And if you do, who is your favorite character and what was your favorite episode? Anyway, and also, let me know in the comments if you guys think that these shows definitely deserve a comeback or a reboot or something. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of these shows definitely deserve a reboot. It'll be cool. Anyway, and if you guys are not already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. So that way you guys will be up to date whenever I post or whenever Flame posts. Come on, guys. You guys do have to admit, these shows are definitely awesome. And they really do deserve a comeback. Guys, can we get a hashtag bring back the shows in the comments? Thank you. Anyway, guys, this is DJ the Cat signing out for now. Later, guys.